Happy anniversary, babe. It's been 10 years, 10 good years. And on today, on our 10-year wedding anniversary, this February 8th, 2013, I think back to the day that we were married out in California at the Kearney Mesa Courthouse in San Diego. Um, and all the hurdles that we had to jump over to make that happen. You remember the Marine Corps didn't want me to take off early enough on a weekday so that we could make it to the courthouse, and we thought we weren't going to be able to make it happen. And you, being resourceful and determined, got on the internet and found a courthouse that was open on a Saturday till noon, and we pulled it off, and we showed them. And I showed up back at the barracks Monday morning and said, "Hey, guess what? I'm married." And they kind of rolled their eyes, and they didn't. I can kind of understand the reason they didn't want us to get married, because they thought, like so many other young Marines, that I just found some girl that I was infatuated with, and we were going to get married, and it was going to be disastrous and turn out in a divorce just a short while later. And I was also getting ready to deploy, and that's one of the things they try to discourage right before deployment. So, but we showed them, and we proved them wrong, and I think we proved a lot of people wrong these 10 years. When so many marriages fail and so many people give up the first little sign of trouble, and we didn't. It's been 10 years, and it hasn't been 10 easy years. Every marriage has their tough times, and we have surely had ours. 3 deployments to Iraq, and lots of other things that I don't have to tell the whole world here, but lots of other problems. So it hasn't been an easy 10 years. But when we got married, we made a promise to each other, and to God, to our families, and our friends, that we were going to stay together no matter what, good and bad, through better, for worse, rich or poor, all those things. And we've done that. And I know that we can make it another 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. And it won't be easy. I know there's going to be those same ups and downs that we've had in the past, but I know that we can make it through there. And I'm looking forward to it. Well, in these 10 years, especially more recently, we're both very busy. I'm working and going to school. You're going to school. And sometimes we barely see each other during the day. Maybe just to say good morning before I leave, or good night before one of us lays down, and we're up till way past midnight doing homework. And we've got Allie, and it's just we're both very busy, and we don't have time for all those little romantic things that we used to do in the early days, in high school. One of the things that I remember today is back in high school, I sang to you at our high school prom. 3 of them, actually, and that's another story. But and I probably won't get an opportunity to do something like that again, seeing how we won't be going to any proms probably unless we go to Allie's. And so I want to sing to you now on our 10-year wedding anniversary. And the song that I've picked out is the song that you used to ask me to sing to you when I was out at Camp Pendleton and you were back here in Tennessee. And we would spend hours on the cell phone. I would go out and sit in my truck in the parking lot because you couldn't get any cell phone reception in the barracks. And you would ask me to sing "The Man in Love with You" by George Strait. And so that's the song I'm going to sing for you today for our 10-year wedding anniversary. Well, I'm not the hero who'll always save the day. Don't always wear the white hat. Don't always know the way. I may not even be the dream you wanted to come true, but I'll always be the man in love with you. And I'm not the key that opens every door. I don't have the power to give you all you want and more. But when you're needing something special you can hold on to, I'll always be the man in love with you. I never could work miracles, and maybe others who can do what I can do, but no one else can be as good as me at loving you. So when your world don't turn the way you wish it would, and the dreams you have don't come alive as often as they should, Remember that there's someone there whose heart is always true, and I'll always be the man in love with you. Remember that there's someone there whose heart is always true, someone there to help you make it through. And I'll always be the man in love with you. Happy anniversary, babe.